Today I thought I would do a cabin crew inspired tutorial, as I have had quite a few comments on my videos as well as on Facebook about my job and certain aspects of the job that people might not know about. So I thought today I would do a tutorial explaining what I carry in my crew essentials, and yeah, so let's do it. Okay, so on a day-to-day basis, if I'm going on a normal trip, I have 3 bags which I carry. I know that sounds a lot, but one is my handbag. Unfortunately, I can't show you the handbag because as soon as I do, then you will guess what airline I work for, and I don't want them to get annoyed if I'm saying who I work for. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show you that bag, but I can show you all the items inside it. And secondly, I carry a Lotion. And my Lotion is for my cabin basics, which I'll go on to in a minute. So my third bag would be my hold bag. Although I don't actually place the suitcase into the hold anymore, I carry it onto the aircraft. But I'll show you what I mean. This is my little hold bag or cabin bag that I fit everything inside, and that one is just from Tesco's. I think it was about £35. It's just perfect for what I need it for. And my other case, which is far too big to get on here, is my hold case, and that would be if I was going to a long destination and I was staying for probably more than 3 nights, then I would be taking that one and placing it into the hold of the aircraft. Okay, so things that I would carry inside my handbag, and I just had to empty my handbag out, and if you could actually see the mess in front of me, you would laugh so much. There are so many things which I just throw inside my handbag but are so needed for crew, it's crazy. But I'm going to get on with it and show you because there's quite a lot I need to show you. The first thing which is really important in my handbag is obviously my passport. And this is really important because if you don't have it, then you are not going anywhere. So make sure you have your passport with you. So as you probably know, if you're going through security and you haven't got a bag checked into the hold, you're going to have to abide by the 100ml rule and fitting all of your liquids into this. Which devastates me, but it is doable. So you can get these little bags from the airport that they give you, and inside Boots and Superdrug and Tesco and all those places, you can get the clear little bags with the zip. I used to have lots of these, but unfortunately the airport security have now banned us from having those. So I'm stuck with these, which is not great when I don't obviously put a bag in the hold. So my essentials that I will have in my handbag, which are just easy at grab's reach, which I can grab if I need to. And these are, so a hand cream. I've got the Avon Care Gentle Aloe Softening Hand Cream. Your hands and your skin in general will get so dry in an air-conditioned environment. So it's really important to make sure that you have moisturisers for your skin, your lips and your hands. Along with this, I've got lip butter or Vaseline, and obviously my hand cream on top of that as well. Also, I always make sure that I've got my day moisturiser and my eye cream. For when I'm en route, I'll also take with me my Elemis cleansing balm. This is to help take off my makeup later on. Toothbrush and toothpaste I always keep at hand as well, just in case you eat something or you wake up from your rest and you need to brush your teeth, then it's always good to have it close to hand just in case you need it. So I've got an electric toothbrush and just a little mini toothpaste. Body lotion is also really important. I've got the Beauticology, I think this is from Boots, I think I got it in a pack from a friend for Christmas, and this is just a creamy marshmallow frosting. It smells amazing and it's only 50ml, so it's quite tiny, but it does the job. And say for example I have been en route and I have been in the sun and my skin feels a little bit dehydrated and dry, then just a little bit of moisturiser will do the trick. Deodorant and roll-ons are really good because aerosols tend to be above the 100ml, whereas a roll-on is fantastic because it takes up half the room and also is just perfect. So any roll-on is really good, and like I said, once you've got it at hand as well, that I will keep all of those together. So makeup can be also a little bit annoying with the 100ml rule if you don't place your bag in the hold. So I usually take out a few essentials like foundations and mascaras and concealers and place them into my little bag as well. And so this is what my bag usually ends up looking like. And you've got to make sure that the top does up and seals, which usually with me it doesn't, but you've just got to keep pushing until it does do up. And that is my normal liquids I would take on a normal flight. I've got my liquids and my passport out of the way. These are my cabin crew comforts which I take with me. First is my Tangle teaser, which I actually got on the plane, and I take this everywhere with me. It's just light, compact, you can take it away with you and it doesn't take up too much space, and you never know when you need a hairbrush, so I've always got that with me. A nail file, trust me, a nail file will come in handy to not only you but everybody around you. Little compact mirror is always good for when you are crew, because you never know what you are going to look like. So it's always important to have a little mirror just at hand, just in case the toilets are being used, you can't get in there and you have something stuck in your teeth, or you have been sleeping and your mascara has ran, or anything like that. So always important to have a little mirror with you. And talking of something in your teeth, another really important thing to take with you is dental floss. And it's so important because for that exact reason, really, it goes without saying, if you have something in your teeth that you have eaten and you need to get it out and there's no toothpicks around, dental floss is a saviour. Chewing gum, always a must, or mints. I take both with me, and it's just, you know, freshen up your breath and chew chewing gum or mints. You will never be short of pens. When you are crew, you will collect pens from everywhere. You will become a pen thief, because you're on the aircraft and someone will say, excuse me, can I borrow your pen to fill out this landing card? And you're like, no, because you collect them and you have about 50 and you're so excited that you've got so many pens, and then slowly you start giving them to people and they'll never give them back to you. So we always have tons of pens. Unless we've given them all out, then we won't have any until we collect them all or steal them all from the hotels again. Clear nail varnish. Now, clear nail varnish is always good for a chipped nail or a broken acrylic or something like that, as well as your nail file, but also a clear nail varnish is amazing for your tights, just in case you get ladders in them. Clear nail varnish will stop the ladder from growing because you might not be able to get to your tights and change them, so you might get a tiny little ladder, and to save it, just apply some clear nail varnish. Literally until this video I didn't realise how many things I actually depend on being crew, and most of these I literally would not be able to not have, so it's crazy. Ugh. Headphones, which are massively tangled. Headphones obviously for when you are on rest, and if you're lucky enough to get in-flight entertainment, then you can sit on your rest and watch something, a movie or TV, or you've got your laptop or your iPad and you want to watch something, and well, yeah, headphones, comfy, good. So yeah, take your headphones with you. This next one is a little bit strange, but being crew, you will love this, but it's peppermint tea bags, or your own sort of tea bag. Peppermint is really, really good for girls in the air, or boys, girls and boys, for bloating. So peppermint tea bags are amazing, and they have become my second life. All I do is drink peppermint tea. So yeah, I've always got peppermint tea bags or chamomile tea bags with me constantly, and I'll always have one. So yeah. Also, make sure you get English tea bags as well. English tea? Full English tea bags. Because you might not be able to find them, or if you go to another country it might not be the same tea as you like to drink, and it might not feel the same, especially if you're one of these people that has to have a cup of tea in the morning or the evening. Then having a little home comfort is always great. So stock up on your tea bags. Lipsticks, goes without saying as well. I have so many lipsticks that just depends on the mood I am in. Sometimes I go for a natural one, sometimes I go for a bold one, depending on the maintenance and how I am feeling. If I'm feeling quite high maintenance, I'll probably just go for a natural, simple Vaseline lip, or if I'm feeling a little bit more darish, I suppose, then I'll go for a red lip. Just keep in mind, like I said, that if you're going for a matte shade lipstick, they can dry out on the aircraft. So a moisturising lipstick would be much more preferred than a matte shade. Okay, I'm nearly done on handbag, but one of the main things as well is this little pouch that I've got. You can use whatever you want for it really, but inside this little pouch contains hair grips or bobby pins and lots of hair bands, just in case I need them. If I'm putting a donut into my hair or a certain hairstyle, then I've got this little bag which I put everything inside, and I always know it's there, so it's easy to grab, just in case I have a hair disaster and need to fix it. So that's always in my handbag too. So those are all the things that I carry inside my handbag. There are probably a few things that I have missed out. If I have missed out anything, I will add it into the description box below so that you can all see anything. One thing that has come to my mind is ibuprofen and paracetamol, because you never know how you're going to feel when you are en route or away, or say for example if you have allergies and you need an antihistamine, or any medication that you're usually going to take, just make sure that you have it with you, because there's nothing worse than being stuck en route by yourself and when you're feeling ill and you just want to be at home. So keep that in mind. So next I'm going to move on to my cabin case and the bits and bobs that I take with me, which are essential, and trust me, this will be a lot quicker than what I usually take inside my handbag. Okay, so inside my cabin bag I have more my crew essentials, so what I will be needing during the flight for service, and also little bits and bobs for when I get there that I might need. So first of all, the most important thing I would say is my iPhone charger or your phone charger. And also the other really important thing is your, dropped it, your travel adapters. So make sure you know what destinations you are traveling to with your company and buy the suitable adapters. Also saying that you can always buy your adapters on board, so if you do forget to pack them, then no fear, you can always get them in an airport or Sainsbury's, Boots, Tesco or Walmart, any place really. So make sure you don't forget your travel adapters, because not everywhere has an English plug and you don't want to be screwed and have no power or battery, because that's awful. So make sure you have your charger and your travel adapters always at hand if you need them. So my must-haves on board a flight, especially on a long haul flight, so I might be night stopping or more than one night over there, is my little hot water bottle. So I've always got my little hot water bottle with me, because it can get so cold on the aircraft, and just keeping yourself warm. This one's really, really cute. It's got a little pocket so you can put your hands in, or what I do if I have taken my hair out, if I've got a long rest and I haven't got time to go and get my little pouch to put all of my hair clips in, I'll just put all the bits and bobs like my earrings or my ID or my watch or anything like that inside this little pouch, and I know it's there ready for me when I wake up and go back to work. So yeah, my hot water bottle I would say is a definite cabin crew must, as well as warm socks. And I always carry warm socks with me, because you never know, once again it's exactly the same, you never know how cold or hot you're going to be. And also, if you haven't noticed, if you are on the plane and your feet are on the floor, you almost get this draft coming underneath all of the seats and your feet can get so cold, and not every airline supplies socks for you, and also it's a home comfort, so always take your socks with you too. So I thought I would talk to you also about my shoes for the uniform, as they are quite important. There are so many places that you can buy shoes. For example, in the UK you've got Clarks, you've got that in the US as well, Marks and Spencer's, but you really want comfortable shoes. I cannot stress to you, sometimes it's not about how they look, it's purely about comfort, because sometimes you might be on your feet for 9, 10 plus hours or less, but you really do need comfortable footwear And it's so important that you are so comfortable. So I have two shoes. Obviously one is for the cabin only, and they're your flat shoes, and they should have a really good surface on the bottom. And then you also have your normal footwear, which are your heels usually, and you can wear that when you're not in the cabin. So one will always be on the aircraft, and they're your flats, and you'll change into those for the service, and then you change back into your heels once you finish the service and all the passengers are off the plane and you're going. They need a bit of a polish, but these are my heels, and those are the heels. With your uniform, just have a look at what your uniform states. These are just black. They are from Clarks, and I think they're about £35, maybe a little bit more, maybe a bit less. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really remember. These have lasted me. I've had them about 2 years, and they're still going strong. The heels are still going strong, and yeah, they're brilliant and comfortable, and yeah. So those are my heels that I'll have. And just make sure that when you are choosing your shoes that you have read through your uniform standards guide, because you might not be allowed to have a thin heel or a heel above a certain height, or a stiletto type shoe or pointy shoe. They might need to be round or peep-toed. I don't know. But just make sure that you read through all your uniform guides before you go and spend a fortune on shoes and you get told off because it's not uniform standard. So on to my cabin shoes now, which are the most important because you need to be comfortable in these shoes. And I put them in a little shoe bag that looks like Cath Kidston print, but it's not Cath Kidston. I just bought it from a little boutique, and so it's quite nice to always have a shoe bag, because then you can put your heels and your cabin shoes in it, because this is going to sound so disgusting, but your shoes are going to smell, and it's a cabin crew thing, so don't panic if your shoes smell, but they will smell. So it's nice to have them in a concealed environment, concealed bag, so nobody can smell them. So my cabin shoes are so worn and they look absolutely disgusting, but anyway, I'm just going to show you. These are from Clarks as well, and they have a little bow on, which is not actually uniform standard, but never mind. And the bottom is what is the most important, because it really does have a fantastic grip for when you are on the aircraft and you need a good firm shoe which isn't going to give up on your brake or anything. So Clarks do a fantastic range of shoes, and also there are a lot more websites for shoes which I'll put in the description box down below for you all. And like I said, don't go for fashion-y shoes which might not last long. It's better to invest in a decent pair of shoes, because you'll be so thankful that your feet are comfortable. Also bear in mind as well that your feet will swell during flying, so sometimes if they're tight, go half a size above or a size above, depending on how they fit, just so that you are comfortable. Like I said about 10,000 times already, comfortable shoes are a must. So even if they don't look very pretty or attractive, it doesn't matter as long as your feet are comfortable. So make sure you have comfortable shoes. Tights. I always carry spare sets of tights with me, and these are specific travel tights. Like I said, depends on what your uniform standard is, whether or not you can wear black tights or barely black tights or clear tights or no tights. Just depends on your uniform standard, but I strongly advise to get support tights. They might not feel the best, but they are so good for your veins, especially if you have any history of DVT in your family. Then support tights are so important. I cannot stress enough how important they are for you. So make sure that you have a look around. These are from Sainsbury's. They're just 20 denier with a factor 8 leg support, and I actually swear by these. They are brilliant, and I've literally had no problems with my legs, and for a good few years now I have been wearing these. And so invest in a good pair of tights. Other things that I carry inside my bag are uniforms. So I can't open it out because you will see the name of the company, but a high-vis jacket. You'll probably get these in your uniform. It goes without saying really what a high-vis jacket is for, but if you are airside in an airport and you are walking around, then you are seen with the high-vis jacket. So that is the first thing. Second thing would be my gloves and a scarf as well. I can't once again show you my scarf because it will give the uniform away, but gloves are really important, and I always keep them inside my bag just in case I land and it's freezing cold and your hands will get cold. So make sure you always have your gloves with you and your high vis. And then the other things that I'll have is you might have an apron or a gilet or something like that for your service. So in that case, that will be inside my cabin bag as well. So the two last things that I will always carry inside my cabin bag, one is my little hand gels, and they're always so good to have because you will never know when you need an anti-bac. So usually what I'll do is carry, these are nearly empty now, but I'll carry one inside my service. It's so difficult not to say what it is because of the company, etc., my uniform. But inside my service attire, then I will have a hand sanitizer because you never know what you are going to be faced with. And also I got these from Bath and Body Works, and I got this little case too. It's so pretty, and it just clips into there like that, and I can hang it onto my handbag or cabin bag or whole bag, and I've always got it at hand's reach if I need it. So those are a definite must. And last but not least is any important information that you may need to have, including your manuals or your special flying documents, etc. You can place those inside your cabin bags. I would suggest that a really good place to get all of your cabin crew suitcases and cabin bags, whole bags, etc. is Debenhams or House of Fraser in the UK. Places like that, they do fantastic deals, usually 5-year guarantees and warranties for your suitcases just in case they break because they get manhandled. So it's always good to have a warranty or guarantee on them. So one massive brand that a lot of people have is Trip, and they are brilliant. I will add the link down below once again for you all, and it's completely up to you what cabin bag or whole bags you decide that you want. One thing I would say is that when I started flying, I got the biggest hold case. It is so big, and I hardly ever use it. So I would say that usually when you get your uniform standard guide, I can't remember what it was called, just advising you on what uniform to get, I would definitely say don't get like 3 different size suitcases because trying to store them is such an effort. Especially if you don't have much space, and also if you have a handbag, a cabin bag and a whole bag, it's just a lot of luggage to be hauling around, and it's not good on your back as well. So I would say the key important criteria of buying a suitcase would be for it to have 4 wheels so that you can push it along and it just glides instead of you pulling it. Because it's not good for your shoulders or your back either, and if you pull it on 2 wheels it can do some damage. So 4-wheel suitcases are a must, and have a look at a hard shelled case because of the wear and tear of a suitcase. So hard suitcases, a T-lock. We've sort of gone past the padlock side of life. Back in the day most of them have T-lock now. They're just much safer, easier, and also just be careful when you are packing your suitcases with valuable items if you are placing them into the hold, as you never know who is going to take something. So just be careful on your valuable items. I really hope this has helped all of you who are going to become cabin crew. I will try and do as many videos for interview tips and hairstyles, and there's so much to learn or to do which you might not know about, so I will try and do or answer as many questions as I can through my videos and help you all out. And any questions at all, and that's all I keep saying is so if you have any questions at all, please just message me, comment to me. And if you are starting flying, then massive congratulations and good luck with it. Enjoy training, work hard, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. Any questions, like I said, message me. If you like this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of this. So take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.